Instead of debating how to fix the healthcare system, create jobs, restore public service, tackle corruption, or provide clean water, legislators will be debating whether the political leadership responsible for the state of affairs should be given more time in office through Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. Zaravina mashuko buda pangwani to analyze now yema constitutional debates. Aiwa achatwa this week. Annual cons achinja. Aiwa Zimbabwe. Don't even subscribe or like on the bill. I continue the question before Parliament is simple. Does this record justify extending presidential tenure and changing the rules of the political game? Or should they at least attempt to uphold the principle that Zimbabwe is a democracy, and reject the bill? Any serious student of Zimbabwean politics understands the reality. With the opposition weakened, the largely ineffective, the prospects of stopping the bill through conventional parliamentary means appear slim, short of a major political rupture within the ruling establishment or some form of intervention from forces opposed to the extension project. Many Zimbabweans are now hoping against hope. This week may well determine whether Zimbabwe remains a country where citizens have a realistic opportunity to change their leadership through the ballot box, or whether the door closes even further on that possibility. The tragedy for Zimbabwe is that there is no conventional opposition that is visibly strong enough to stop the bill. The traditional opposition has been weakened to such an extent that many Zimbabweans who have never been members of ZANU-PF now find themselves looking towards Vice President Chiwenga as the only figure within the system who might be capable of mounting any meaningful resistance. Yet, even if he were to prevail in this internal struggle, it would not represent a fundamental change of direction. It would still be ZANU-PF. It would still be the same political system, the same party, and largely the same state architecture, only with a different face at the top. That is the real tragedy of Zimbabwean politics. In 2026, the destruction of a credible and effective opposition has left many citizens with no alternative center of political power to rally behind. As a result, hopes that would ordinarily be invested in an opposition movement are now being placed in a faction of ZANU-PF itself. Though my developments are pangwani analyze now yema constitutional debates. In a comment section, meetings of great aim to each. Also go and watch our next video as this story continues. In a comment section, subscribe or like, and turn on the bell icon.